Hi there. So, if you watched my "What's the tea on you" video from um the new moon in Aries, I did promise in that video that I would do a what's the karma for body shaming you, age shaming you, basically making you feel less than physically, and I thought that would be a good idea for Aries season because obviously Aries is associated with the first house, which is the ascendant, and the for the full. I'm going to post this on the occasion of the full moon in Libra, which means that the sun will be in Aries, which is the ascendant, and it'll oppose Libra, which is a sign of beauty. It's Is it ruled by Venus? I think it is ruled by Venus, and it's also the seventh house, which is open enemy. So we're talking about people who talk about how people who openly hurt you, or people who openly harm you. So I normally do everything in fours, but for some reason I was called to do five because I wanted to use these five decks, and I just couldn't decide which deck to not use, and I don't know, I just didn't have the heart to do that. So I decided to do five, and as usual, this is the fire sign pile. This is for if your ascendant or Venus is in the earth sign. This is if your ascendant or Venus is in an air sign, and this is if your ascendant or Venus is in a water sign. And oh Lord, I forgot how to pronounce it. Wait. So this is basically the wild card pile, and which is why I'm calling it Ophiuchus, Ophiuchus, whatever. It's basically the wild card. It's basically a wild card pile. However, if you don't, whatever. I'm going to make this a really quick reading because I don't want it to drag on and on and on for about 2 hours. So yeah, I thought I would just. Oh, and I also have these keywords. So if you resonate with any of these keywords, you can just pick that pile regardless of where your ascendant or Venus is in. So so for the wild card pile, I have the keywords are wild card, ageism, and Ophiuchus, whatever. And the keywords for this one are beauty standards, true love, and starlight, muse, the song. And the keywords for this one are I miss myself, singled out, and a channeled message that I got was silence. Actually, I heard it silence. So for this pile, the keywords are crow, as in eat crow, or yeah, eat the hat. I'm also getting eat the hat, eat crow. Sorry if this is offensive, but lick their own spit, I think it's called. I think it's an Indonesian saying that basically means you have to swallow your own words or something. And toxic body positivity and other hate does not equal self-love. So others hate does not equal self-love. And the keywords for this one are shake up, creation, change, trigger, master number 33, and fashion model vibes, laughing my ass off on socials. So there's that. So yeah, I think I'm going to just shuffle them now and create little piles now while we talk about body shaming and the definition of body shaming for the purpose of this video. So basically, body shaming for the purpose of this video is body shaming, in my personal opinion, is a spectrum. Okay, so body shaming is not confined. It's not confined to a particular it's not confined to a particular beauty standard. So body shaming is an entire spectrum. You can get body shamed for modifying your body, for doing things to your body. You can get body shamed for not doing things to your body. So for example, an easy example for that would be you can get body shamed for not shaving your armpits. You can get body shamed for not shaving your legs, but also you can get body shamed for wearing too much makeup. You know, people are judgmental like that. People will just judge you for whatever. You can get body shamed for having a certain, well, I'm a person of color, so I'm familiar with shadeism. So shadeism is a form of skin color discrimination within communities of people of color, right? So people in our community will shame each other for how light or dark other people's skin are. So it used to be that traditionally darker skinned people were discriminated against, and people would be really mean. Now that the tables have turned, sometimes people who used to fit into more traditional beauty standards are also shamed for fitting the current beauty standards, the more diverse. Well, I'm saying it is a positive thing that beauty standards have become more diverse. Oops. So these want to come out, and it's great, but at the same time, I used to joke that it used to be that the pretty girls were the mean ones. Now everybody is mean, you know. So there's that too. And what else? You can be shamed for being overweight. You can be shamed for being underweight. You can be shamed for basically anything. People don't even have to open their mouths to shame you. People can shame you by ignoring you. But you know, I spoke about this in another reading. I'll probably link it somewhere here. But I did mention that sometimes people can hurt you by their non-action. So, for example, you can hurt somebody by talking to attractive people, conventionally attractive people, and openly ignoring you, even though they're not busy. That's a way to tell somebody, well, I don't find you attractive. That's a way. And of course, nobody is obliged. Nobody is. Wait a minute. How many cards did I give this? Because I like doing everything in fours. 3. Let's give you 4. Nobody is entitled to, I want to do it this way. Nobody is entitled to a response, but sometimes when people don't respond to us, when we know they're not busy and they're entertaining other people, that can hurt too. So that's a form of body shaming. What else? Body shaming. Yeah, so body shaming can be everything. And these days, body shaming, it's hard to know who's again, it's great that beauty standards are being diversified, but we're still in our, I think humanity is in our, it's a learning curve. So everybody is learning how to feel beautiful, I think, so that people who were traditionally considered to not fit a certain standard are finally being acknowledged that they're beautiful too. And I think that a lot of the time these people, not specifically a specific group of people, but sometimes people, and I can relate to this because I was an ugly duckling. So I know what it's like to feel like I'm less than, and then feel like, oh, all of a sudden my looks hold power. I realized that I had pretty privilege after I grew up a little bit, but I wasn't always considered attractive. I used to be bullied for my lips a lot, and sometimes it's kind of like the bullied kid becomes a bully, and I think a lot of people don't understand how to be beautiful, essentially. Some people still need to learn how to embrace their beauty without hurting other people. So it's, I think some people have to learn how to love themselves without hating on others, because I see that a lot. I'm a person of color. I have very, very dark brown eyes to the point that they appear black. You actually cannot see my iris. Um, I mean, you know what Asian eyes look like. And I recently saw supposedly, and I know this is a well-meaning video, but I saw somebody teach a child that their eyes are beautiful because they look like the sky or something, and the sky is more superior than I don't know, another eye color. And I thought, wow, that's not exactly a positive. It was actually quite low vibrational, and I saw it on a spiritual channel. I thought, oh my god, you can't just teach children that they're superior because they have darker eyes. How is that different from saying somebody's superior because they have blue eyes? I don't know. I mean, I have pitch black eyes. I have the darkest of, well, it's a very dark brown eyes, but I it didn't feel right to me. It felt low vibrational, and I feel like humanity is learning how to, everybody is just learning how to love themselves without hating on others. And there's that. So, you know, um, we can celebrate our beauty without vilifying or demonizing other people's beauty and what they're born with, or what they do with their bodies, what they choose to do with their bodies or not. I just think that's so important. So yeah, it's a spectrum. And also another thing that's really important, what makes body shaming so evil is you know, the fact that some people look a certain way because they have a medical condition. For example, I saw these haters. These haters hate on a celebrity's wife, and the celebrity's wife, they said, had knuckly hands, and I have knuckly hands, and but that's not the point. The point is, some people, oh, why did I pull 5 for this? Well, it is the 5th pile, and I normally do everything in 4. But okay, so we've shuffled everything. I don't know why okay, the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to pull out the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I felt called to do that. Where was I? Oh, right, health conditions. Some people look a certain way because they have health conditions. And these haters, these fans, were hating on a celebrity's wife because, according to them, she had knuckly hands. And I have knuckly hands because I have an autoimmune condition that causes joint pain, and sometimes joint pain leads to joint swelling, and so there's that. And some people are overweight, some people are underweight because they have hormonal issues, thyroid issues, I think. And so yeah, that's that. And yeah, so I'm not going to do the who's saying this, who's saying that, because I'm assuming you're going to be picking these piles with a specific incident or a specific person in mind. So I might clarify with any of these, and I already took notes because I was called to use these items. And just a little warning, they are not the prettiest items. For example, this little case here it's got these stains on them. So don't get offended if you have your ascendant or Venus in an earth sign, because I was just called to use this item. And I remember thinking, okay, my hair clip thing goes on the, because I have my own system, right? I have my own system. It starts with first house, second house, third house, fourth house. And the first house is for fire signs. And anyway, I have my own system because I'm ADHD, and otherwise I can't remember where I put things. And I just felt called to put certain items on. So I remember thinking, okay, this one is going to upper right hand side, and this one is going to the upper no lower left hand side, and so on. So I already have my notes. I already actually have some channeled messages from these items. They're not the prettiest items. I have to warn you. For example, this is a paperweight. This is a paperweight, and it it's a clock that no longer works. So there's that. This box no longer closes. This is all peeled off. So yeah, a lot of these things are really old. So just don't judge me for my things. I'm just using what I was called to use. And I want to do I want to do this 4 times or 5 times? 4, because I feel like I should do some things in 4 and stick to my routine. Oh, and I'm really sorry if I offended anybody with my opening on with my explanation on what constitutes body shaming, um, for the purpose of this um, reading. But it is true. We need to learn how to um, love ourselves without hating on others, because you can't just love everybody and appreciate all forms of beauty. So if your ascendant or Venus is in a fire sign, your keywords were beauty standards, true love, and the song Starlight by Muse. Okay, and nothing there. And the reason why Starlight came through is because, and the reason why I chose this item and I was called to use these items is because, can I get this to focus? Okay, 787 is, if you don't know that, that is the name of the Dreamliner, the Boeing aircraft number, the type number, and this one is Starlight. Okay, and Starlight is the title of a Muse song. And what I'm getting from that immediately is, okay, so for example, Indonesia is the karma, the person who body shamed you or made you feel less than or age shame you, is actually watching you get good karma for putting up with their bullshit. So this person could have said that you don't fit a certain beauty standard. And what I'm getting here is, especially if your Venus is in Sagittarius or you have your ascendant in Sagittarius, because this is for fire signs, right? And Sagittarius is the planet of travel. Let me not ramble. Is the planet of travel. So what I'm seeing is you might end up in a relationship. If you don't already, you are in a relationship. And if this has already happened, what I'm getting from this is that this person, okay, let me just backtrack a little bit and explain. So Indonesia, for example, is a former colony. So our beauty standards are beauty standards that are based on the people who colonized us, right? So white people, essentially. Not hating on white people, because I don't believe in hating on anyone, especially newer generations that had nothing to do with that. So let's say you look different from that standard. This person could have really given you a hard time for not fitting into that standard, right? And their karma is to see you be loved by people from a foreign culture who find your looks attractive. So you might not be appreciated in your home country and by your country people, but you will be very popular overseas. So for example, let's say you're in Indonesia and you have a darker complexion, and the standard of beauty in Indonesia is light skin is considered more beautiful. Then you meet somebody from a foreign country who finds you extremely beautiful. This person basically thinks you look like a god or a goddess, and they basically worship you because they think you're very sexy and very attractive. Now, if you are already in a relationship and I'm describing your relationship dynamic perfectly, then what this is telling me is that the person who body shamed you, or the person who body shamed you or made you feel less than with their passive aggressive shade or whatever, they did that out of jealousy of your relationship. So this person deep down is jealous of your relationship, and that's why they decided to body shame you and make you feel less than, because they wish they had that relationship. Anything else I'm getting from this? Oh, right. This is the starlight one, right? This is the starlight one, yeah. And I'm also getting that if you're in an industry, if you're pursuing a career where becoming a public figure is a thing, that will happen. But if you're not, let's say you're an accountant, or you're a banker, or let's say you own a shop or whatever, if you're not in the entertainment industry and you're not in a visible work sector, what I'm seeing is there will be more celebrities who look like you, and there might be one that is actually kind of like a doppelganger to you. Did I say like that appropriately? I think so. Basically, your haters, or the person who body shamed you, will have to see celebrities who look like you make it really big. So let's say you have, I don't know, green hair. Let's say you have turquoise hair, and this person gave you a hard time for having turquoise hair. All of a sudden, there's this really popular actress, or a supermodel, like a real, I did not say like properly there. My teacher does not like it when I say like inappropriately. So there's going to be a really popular supermodel with turquoise hair, and everybody is going to worship this person, and everybody is going to say, oh my god, don't you look like so and so, that new up and coming whatever actress or model or whatever. And this person is going to have to watch that happen. If you're not in the industry, if you are in the industry, you're going to be that person. So I just saw 2 2 2 2. So yeah, this person is definitely jealous of your relationship. They wish they had that dynamic in their relationship. And if you're not in a relationship yet, you will find somebody who thinks you are a complete hottie, and your person is basically going to be miserable in their relationship. See, I told you that, this person, their other karma is that they are going to get somebody who says really cutting words to them, because the Queen of Swords can have a cutting tongue, and their new beginnings will not manifest, and they're going to have to watch you be treated like a goddess. This could manifest in, again, this starlight. They can have to watch people compare you to a celebrity who's really popular, who looks like you. And they don't have to look exactly like you, but I'm seeing this person, this really famous person who has something about them that looks like you, and it drives this person crazy every time they have to watch other people say, you know what, you kind of resemble so and so. And ooh, isn't that, I don't know, it'll drive this person nuts. Trust me, it'll drive this person nuts. And then they won't be able to wipe it off their minds. They're just going to be completely haunted by this. And yes, a new beginning will not manifest for this person. Basically, whatever sharp words this person gets about their looks, yeah, I'm getting it's about their looks. They are going to remember it for the rest of their lives. It's going to haunt them. Or if this is a nice, because nobody is completely evil. Some people do regret their actions. I see this person really regretting the way they treated you, and that's going to haunt them. But I'm curious, what is this new beginning that is not going to manifest for them? It's work related. They're going to be really unlucky with their work, and they might actually have to change sectors. Yeah, this person who body shamed you, or made you feel less than, or age shamed you, yeah, they had a really yeah, they had a really good stable position in their field, and there's going to be an ending to that. It's an end of luck. It's an end of luck here. An end of luck, and they're going to be at a crossroad. And this is the ending of a really beautiful, stable thing. Actually, all these are two of the same thing. I don't know. But yeah, huge change in their lives. And they thought they were going to do this for the rest of their lives, but it's not going to happen. So that's what I got. So that's the karma for the person who body shamed you or made you feel less than. I hope that helped. Yeah, but you will find, basically this person said what they said, did what they did because they were really jealous of your love life. And if a love interest made you feel less than, they're probably intimidated by other men in your life. I'm getting, I don't know, somebody is intimidated by another person's mentor. Another person is intimidated by your ex. Another one is intimidated by, oh, I want to know what, if this is a love interest and they rejected you in an unnecessarily mean way that attacked your looks. I want to know who this person is so insecure about. Okay. So this person basically felt intimidated by, oh, they want, okay, essentially it wasn't anything special with the people involved, not necessarily any man in particular from your life, but more like they have their own issues to deal with. They might not feel the best about their own looks if this is a love interest. And so they, this person just takes pleasure in, destructing other people's self-esteem because it makes them feel powerful. And their favorite thing to do, because the hermit, I know this isn't a tarot card, this is an oracle card, but traditionally the hermit card in the traditional tarot system is associated with Virgo. And Virgo is a virgin, so this person likes to rob people of their innocence. So if this person, whenever this person sees somebody feeling themselves, they actually get quite upset and they feel determined to ruin that person's day. Okay, so yeah, this person will not get a new beginning. A new beginning that they wish manifested wouldn't, it's not starting the way it should have. This person could have quit an old career. So for example, I quit an old career in aid and development to pursue acting. This person could do something similar, and their new beginning never manifested. It never I don't know, I feel something getting off the wrong foot. And then, ooh, also they're going to be rejected by people in that industry, and some really stinging words will be said. So that's their karma. If your ascendant or Venus is in a fire sign, or if you resonate with any of these keywords. Okay, so I hope that helped. And we are moving on to, if you're, oh, let me just put this here. If your Venus or Aquarius is in, oh, let me put this back in. My brother bought me this. It's got little spots on it, and this is all peeled off, but yeah, it's very dear to me because my brother bought me this. So there's that. Ooh, that person that I mentioned in the fire sign reading could actually be intimidated by your brother. So your brother must do something pretty awesome. So, okay, so if your ascendant or your Venus is in an earth sign, the keywords are I miss myself, singled out, and silence. So this person might be the type of person who made you feel less than by ghosting you or looking at you a certain way without necessarily saying anything. Um actually, this person might have that exact same thing be done to them. So they will have somebody single them out and make them feel less than about their looks. Somebody might look at them a certain way without necessarily saying anything, and that will mess with their heads big time. And I see this person altering their body and then missing themselves, the old selves, just regretting any body modification they do. I'm not necessarily getting, for example, a botched plastic surgery or anything like that. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is, okay, let me explain. So there are certain people, such as me, who cannot bring themselves to do certain things that they know are irreversible. Now, I don't care what other people do to their bodies. People can get tattoos, people can get plastic surgery. It's none of my business. I don't care. But personally, it freaks me out because I know it's irreversible. And I know you can get tattoos laser removed, but it still freaks me out because it's just, it makes me really nervous. This person, deep down, is like that. But they're not self aware enough to actually realize that they have those tendencies. Now, this person also, okay, another reason why I can't bring myself to do plastic surgery is because usually when people do plastic surgery, they do it to fit a certain beauty standard. And I realize that I don't fit that beauty standard, but I could never do it because I have this really weird fear of looking like everybody else. And I feel like this person has those very same fears. But this person doesn't realize it because this person is so obsessed. Here's the thing about people who body shame and age shame, though. People who body shame and age shame are themselves very critical of their own bodies and their own aging process. But some of them, because they're so immature, they don't have the self-awareness to process that. And so they run their mouths talking shit about other people's looks, but deep down, subconsciously, they're very critical of themselves. So I see this person being very, very self unaware, and they never self introspect. They never think about, oh, I feel this way. They never kind of analyze themselves. And so they don't know that they're not the type of person who would do well mentally, emotionally, if they were to get plastic surgery. I see this person, for example, getting plastic surgery and looking in the mirror and feeling really, really lost and thinking, oh my God, I miss myself. I miss my old self. The old self might have been a little less attractive based on the beauty standards that this person follows, but it's them. And now they can't recognize themselves in their face in the mirror anymore, and that scares them, and this is going to haunt them. So that is their karma. Oh my God, I haven't even gotten through this. So this I'm really sorry that this is all stained, but I was called to use what I was called to use. Okay, so if it looks a little bit ugly or a little bit dirty, I apologize, but I was called to use this. Okay, so I have the little evil eye here. So there's a little evil eye. And what I'm getting from this is, oh, and singled out, singled out. Now I remember why I thought singled out. So I see a group of people on a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group or whatever people use to gossip via chat these days, and they're taking screenshots of your photos. And let's say they're ha 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 he ing about a selfie you took or whatever, and they're pointing out, you know what, people, when they point out things about other people's looks, sometimes that person isn't really, there's nothing really flawed with their looks. It's just because they hate that person and they want to find fault in whatever they do. I see a group of people going into a group chat and they're gossiping about your looks and they're sharing screenshots that they found from your social media. And I'm seeing somebody attempt to share what in their minds is the definition of an unflattering photo. And when I got this vision, I actually saw somebody share this. Okay, I'm just going to use my own. I know this is a painful thing to process probably, so I'm just going to use an example of myself. I have a really unflattering photo. I'm probably going to put it somewhere here, just because I'm just going to use myself as an example because I don't want to offend anybody. So this is an unflattering photo of me, and just so I can deal with it, because I've got a big ego, I don't want to post an unflattering photo here and not show you what I look like under decent lighting over here on the same day. So anyway, my point is, this is an unflattering photo. And as you can see, if you zoom in, you can see all my pores are there, and there's something about the way the shadows are falling on my face that just, it's unattractive. But then if you zoom in, you see I have very interesting eye shape, right? And I'm seeing here that somebody is ha 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 he-heing your photos, and they're just really relishing how terrible you look in one particular shot. But then as they zoom in, they see one singled out feature that they covet, and they become obsessed. I mean, obsessed. So for example, let's use the eye example here. Let's say this person, well, my eyes don't always look like that. It's definitely the unflattering lighting which somehow makes my eyes look flattering, but my eyes don't normally look like that in real life, but somehow under this lighting it looks like that. These people will laugh about, see, I'm seeing this group situation, and the Queen of Swords just keep coming out saying really, really mean things about you in a group setting. And seeing this one single feature on your face will completely throw this person off balance. Yes, okay, so let's use the eye example. Let's say that this person, and I'm using the eye example because I did see the evil eye, which tells me that no matter what mean thing they say about you, no matter how mean their words are, deep down, they're jealous of something. They are jealous of something. And I forgot to say this on the fireside reading, but my spirit guides told me to tell you about what was it? Wait. They told me to repeat this in every single backhanded compliment in reverse. There is a hidden compliment behind every insult. Yes. I actually mentioned that in another reading. I can't for the life of me remember exactly what reading I said that in, but I did say that. It basically, in every compliment there is I don't know why I keep burping. I did just drink my tea, so there's that. There's a compliment in insult. You just have to look for it. So there's that. And this person basically is just jealous of you. Somebody, this could especially resonate if you have a a three name. So for example, I have a three name. So for example, Jean-Pierre something. So Jean-Pierre something, right? That's a three name. That's a 3-word name. So somebody could, yeah. So let's say this person um really wants to have fox eyes or cat eyes. This is the type of person who will not leave the house without the eyeliner because they use that eyeliner as a crutch. And then one day they realize that you have your natural eyes without the makeup looks like the eyes they wish they had. Now I'm seeing this resonating for somebody's hands, weirdly enough. So this person just will look at a supposedly unflattering photo of you and they will find one feature about you that they really wish they had. So for example, I'm seeing somebody having really pretty elongated fingers and ballet hands. I'm seeing that. I don't have ballet hands, and I also have nerve damage like Doctor Strange because of my autoimmune condition. Oh, this is just whatever. I'm seeing somebody with really beautiful hands. I'm seeing somebody's nose. Some one of your haters will be really envious of your nose. I'm seeing that too. What else am I getting? Hair. Ooh, somebody's been perming their hair all their lives, and then they decide, oh, I'm so tired of perming my hair because it's costly and it's so much time, and I just saw 1414. I just don't want to keep going to the hair salon and getting my roots permed or getting my hair dyed every time the roots start showing and you start wearing your hair natural, and they get really jealous because apparently their ideal hair is your natural hair. I'm getting that too. Somebody wears uniform. Somebody wears trousers, long trousers down to the ankles, not shorts, trousers, down to the ankle for a uniform. I have no idea where you work, but you wear trousers for a uniform. You could work in a factory or the military. Who else wears uniform? Security guards, law enforcement. Basically, you never show your legs, and one day they see you in a dress and you have their ideal calves and legs and thigh, and they're jealous of that. So I see that a lot. Eyes, um they could suddenly realize that you have really beautiful lips, and oh, this is kind of nasty because this person will become so fixated with that one feature about you that they wish, subconsciously they wish they could go to the plastic surgeons and use your photo as they literally cannot find lips or nose or eyes that they like more than they like yours, and they discovered how beautiful that one feature was while they were laughing at an unflattering photo of you, and deep down they wish that they could go to a plastic surgeon and use your photo as a reference. But of course their pride wouldn't let it, their conscious mind wouldn't let it, and that just brings this person into an unbalanced mess. It will just mess up with their lives, and it this person will be obsessing you. And so we haven't even gotten into okay, so what else am I getting from this? Pearls. Yeah, there's something, hidden beauty, definitely hidden beauty, something that they didn't realize. Saturn, yes. So this realization of this feature that they will become obsessed about you, that will be a huge burden to them. What else am I getting? We've got what color is this? So blue. You're very regal. Again, I'm getting that somebody has really beautiful regal hands, and somebody might be, I'm seeing somebody really flat. Yeah. You might look really nice in blue. Blue might be a flattering color for you. Again, Saturn. So I'm seeing a lot of burdens. I also saw some burdens with the fire signs pile. Yeah. With the fire signs pile, I saw somebody might feel guilty and be racked by guilt, or whatever they said in the past will burden them. And green, so envy. Ooh, this is a deep green. This is a deep, deep green. Look at this. This is a deep green. This is a person who hides their envy really well. Also, green is money, so this could be somebody from the workplace. So yeah, some people will be so fixated on your looks that they, I don't know, I don't know. But this evil eye thing is really making me think that they are going to using, I don't know, they're just going to go on and on and on and mock you and mock you and mock you. And then one day they will discover something about you that will throw them off balance. And that is the karma for body shaming people with ascendants and Venus in earth signs. Okay. So there's that. And we will continue on to the karma you get for body shaming, age shaming, or making an ascendant or Venus sign in an air sign feel like crap. Okay, so what cards do you get? Death card, 10 of, ooh, this will be devastating. Okay, so I see this person is going to be really devastated in their love lives. So I see them getting brokenhearted. They will get rejected, and the person who rejects them will make it very clear that they're rejecting them off their looks. Well, that's kind of, I feel sorry for this person already. You probably disagree because this person might have really hurt you, but I don't know this person and I'm not sure what they did to you, but this person will go through so much heartbreak. And if this person entertains them, if their love interest does entertain them, they're going to leave them brokenhearted, and it's going to be an imbalanced relationship is what I'm getting. They might be getting taken advantage of for money because the death card is Scorpio. So okay, so this is, again, I'm really sorry that some of these items are beaten up and kind of ugly in a way, but I was cool to use them. So this is a mirror. So, oh, I can see my phone. Can you see my phone, the boba? Okay, so anyway, yeah. So, stars. They might have to watch you get famous. This is funny. Okay, so there's that. So what I'm getting mainly with the mirror is crow, toxic body positivity. Others hate does not equal self-love. Okay, so this person may have been the type, okay, so eat crow. So this person may have been the type of person who defines self-love as others hate. So they just can't accept that everybody is beautiful in their own way. They can't gas themselves up or hype themselves up without tearing somebody else down, which is a really unhealthy thing. I see that a lot. So, for example, people feel empowered. Oh, this beauty standard, the beauty standards are changing. People are starting to accept this and this and that. But then in the process, they demonize and vilify people who previously met those beauty standards, which I don't understand. Here's the thing though about beauty standards. Everybody has their struggles. Okay, I'm a short girl. I'm only 152 centimeters. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to start celebrating my height, even if that does not fit the beauty standard. Um, and I'm just going to create an alter ego of myself. And that's how I came up with hashtag 152px. But I don't I don't tear down taller girls in the process. Does that make sense? Well, this person you're inquiring about is the type of person who can't do that. They can't celebrate being short without tearing down taller girls. And the truth is, I'm sure taller girls have their struggles, because I'm sure that some men have big egos about dating girls who are taller than them, right? Not all men have enough self-esteem to actually pursue a girl who's taller than them. So there, even though the beauty standards, even though models are typically tall and tall girls are celebrated in media, in real life they have their struggles. And I can't imagine being a tall girl crushing on somebody shorter than them and getting rejected by a guy who's just got too big of an ego to date a taller girl. You know, everybody has their struggles. I don't care if it's a fucking supermodel. Supermodels have their struggles. And this person just can't understand that. This person can't say, yay, I'm short. No, they have to say, tall girls suck, for example, which is not fair, because, again, everybody has their struggles. And this person might have body shamed you because you were different from them. So they tore you down to make themselves feel good, instead of just minding their own business and staying in their lane and saying, yay, I love my purple hair. They had to say, your pink hair sucks. You know what I mean? That really sucks. But anyway, another thing that I'm getting is toxic body positivity and eat crow. And this is actually reminding me of, you know what? I am actually going to tell that story. So a while back, I applied to a job as an actress somewhere. And I saw this guy work with this model. So I actually started following this model because I figured, well, if I got the job, I would probably be her friend. And I wanted to see what people who work with this person that I applied a job with live like. You know, I want to know, does it pay decently? If the people he works with live decently, then the pay must be okay. You know, things like that. It's coming from just excitement. Oh, these might be my future friends or whatever. And so I followed one of the models that he works with, and within a week of following this person, I realized that she is a very low vibrational person, and I don't think that we would get along with friends because our senses of humor just mismatch. But I can deal with the difference of sense of humor. I can understand that we have a different sense of humor, fair enough. But she is a low vibrational person. She's one of those people, like I said, um who can't gas herself up without tearing other people down, right? And one thing that really bothered me about her was she just started posting a lot of no makeup, no filter photos, but I could sense, you know, as an intuitive, you can scroll down social media and you can sense people's intentions. So, for example, on the surface, it looks like a body positivity thing. Oh, look, makeup is so fake. Makeup is that. Makeup is evil. Makeup is the devil, even though she's a model and she technically works in the beauty industry. And I could sense that she wasn't doing that from a very nice place. She was doing that from a place of, I just saw somebody I dislike feeling herself in a selfie. And she decided that, oh, I want to demonize makeup. And in doing so, I'm sure she hurt a lot of people's feelings, because some people just want to feel themselves and look good, and she's just tearing them down. Anyway, long story short, how do I tell this story without offending anyone? Okay, so we live in Indonesia, and the beauty standard in Indonesia, because Indonesia is a former Dutch colony, which is, it's a European country, it's European people. European people look different from our people. I'm a native Indonesian, and I don't look like Dutch people. But anyway, the beauty standard follows the way Dutch people look. And so this person just did not fit those beauty standards. However, she is a model. Okay, she's a model. She's tall. She's got a nice body. And to be honest, she seems to have a better life than me. Because she is in close proximity with those people that I applied a job with. And it felt like occasionally she was throwing shade at anyway. So anyway, to cut a long story short, she kept throwing shade, and one of the things that she liked doing, she was one of those people who, oh Lord, how do I explain this without being offensive? Okay, so back to the wait. Okay, so as I was saying, the beauty industry in Indonesia is based on the way that our colonizers look. So, light skin, tall body, I'm short, um, just that European look. And she's a model nonetheless, so she's attractive in some ways, right? Okay, so traditionally, the beauty standards in Indonesia are you would you would resemble the colonizers of our country in the past, right? Historically, we were colonized by the Dutch, and Dutch people look quite European. So if you didn't look European, you would get bullied for looking a certain way. So for example, Indonesian children will bully others who are of a darker complexion. They will bully people for not having a pointy nose. People who, I don't know, children are mean. Okay, children are mean, and they will bully you, and they will say unspeakably mean things. Okay, now this person, she is very attractive. She's a model. I mean, guys, she's a model, and she has from what I can tell, she has quite a successful modeling career. Her modeling career is way more successful than my acting career. She has her life, at least from what I can tell, is better than mine. She's married. I just got my heart broken by a Tinder fuckboy. I was looking to heal myself on Bumble. That didn't happen. I just got even more heartbroken. And she's happily married with 2 children, which she loves. She keeps getting gigs. And here I am confused. When's my next audition coming? Basically, saying things like menang putih. And menang putih is a way that Indonesians insult Indonesian girls as having nothing going on for them other than being light skinned. Now, by Indonesian standards, I am light skinned. And when people say menang putih, which literally translates to winning in the area of being white, what they're really saying is they're saying that the only thing you have going on for you is your light skin, but you otherwise have an unattractive body type, and moreover, you have ugly facial features. Okay, so we're basically saying I have ugly facial features and I have an unattractive body. Now, that's not what she said to me, but it's a thing. I'm just explaining this just to explain to people outside Indonesia that it's a thing. The shadeism and the war between the shades is a thing. And so she was just the type of person who could not gas herself without being a little shady about the way other girls looked. And to be honest, models are some of the most insecure people you will ever meet in your life. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Models are hell to hang around with. Well, I know one model who's nice to me, but many models and many actresses are not the funnest people to be around, because you can't have a normal conversation with them. Normal conversations go like, hello, oh hi, oh I disagree with you, well, but blah 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 blah. You know, you can have normal conversations go like this. But talking to an insecure person is like, you know, it's just really complicated. Talking to people who constantly try to one up you, you cannot have a normal conversation with these people. So anyway, to cut a long story short, she just kept talking about being her pride in being body positive. Okay, so to cut a long story short, one day I'm on YouTube, and guess what happened? I see an advertisement which I felt was plagiarized off, done by somebody who was just a couple of degrees of separation from. And the crazy thing about it is that I see her on a skincare, a beauty product advertisement that has the word brightening on it, which brightening is just a new way of saying whitening product. So basically, this woman was going on and on and on about her pride, and all of a sudden, this model is on a skin lightening product commercial, and it's a national commercial, okay, which is great for her career, but still, she is anybody who follows her on social media can see this, right? And this person, if I'm not mistaken, she has thousands of followers. I think that when I started following her, before I unfollowed her because she became a little too a little vibrational for my liking, with all her implicit body shaming and snarky posts and all the shade she was throwing at people. I think at the time she had about 5,000 or 8,000 or something followers, probably even 11 11,000. I don't know. She had way more followers than I did on Instagram. At the time when I started following her, I only had about 250 followers, and she had about 300 followers. No, and I had about 250 followers, and now I have about 305 followers. But basically, she is more successful than I am. Like I said, her modeling career is way more successful than my acting career has ever been, and I just don't understand why people who are more successful, who have better lives than me. She is married. Remember how I said in the fire sign reading that if you're unattractive in your if you were considered unattractive in by your country's beauty standard, you can always find love in another country and find somebody foreign who will find you beautiful. And that's what happened to her. She actually married a foreign man who probably sees her as a fucking goddess, who probably worships her, who gives her everything she wants. She's married, and I just got my heart broken by a Tinder fuckboy. I went on Bumble and met another clown who claimed he was looking for actresses and models for his Netflix series, and I got my heart broken again. He made me feel less than. My life just went crumbling down, and she's on national TV, and I just don't understand why they tear people who have less than them down. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. I have had it's just so confusing to see people have so much and be so ungrateful with what they have. It's crazy. But essentially, in a nutshell, your person that you're inquiring about will go through something similar. So in this case, this woman just went on and on and on and on about lighter skin Indonesian girls who are boring and basic, and lo and behold, she shows up on a national commercial that has the word brightening on it, which is just code for a whitening product. She is on a skin whitening product. And now all her followers, all her friends know what a big hypocrite she is. Because companies used to be so open about selling skin whitening products, but I think since Black Lives Matter, people are starting to become a little more self-aware and ashamed of, you know, promoting such colonial products, such post-colonial ideology in a product, wrapped in a product, and these international companies. And again, she's in a commercial for an international company and she's still a nasty person. I mean, good Lord. These people are so lucky and they have so much, and they just keep throwing shade at people who have less than them. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Why can't people just stay in their lanes and be happy and spread love? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. But essentially, yes, this person ended up on. I mean, these international companies used to openly say that yes, this is a whitening product, and they would call it as such. But now the more international companies are becoming a little more savvy, and they've become a little more aware that you know, they're selling a colonial and racist ideology in a bottle. And I think they've, you know, switched up their wording from whitening, which is very blatantly racist, to brightening. And this woman who had, you know, acted like she's so body positive and to make girls who are lighter skinned feel less than, and now all of a sudden she's being revealed on a national commercial for an international brand, that she is a hypocrite. And here's the most, and I know that's a crazy story, but the craziest thing about that commercial is at the end of the commercial, and oh my god, I probably should take screenshots of the look on her face, her queasy look on her face, because my god, that woman trolled like hell. She would and after all that stuff, she is on this ad telling the entirety of Indonesia, because again, this is a national commercial, what a fucking hypocrite she is. After all that trashing of light-skinned girls, she is actually on a skin whitening product, which is crazy. And the most satisfying thing about it is she knew she was being a hypocrite there, because as much as she tried to look proud, ad, there's a closing scene where she's with the other girls and she's whatever, there's a diverse group of girls at the end of the advertisement, and she's in that group of girls, and she has this look where she's trying her best to look smug, but there's this undertone of she's squirming. So she's squirming and squeezy and squeezy. So squirming and queasy, while at the same time, she's trying to look like she's happy and proud, but I know deep down she's probably living a living hell. Basically, her mind is probably a living hell now, wondering how people will take this after all that body positivity. I'm so proud of my golden skin or whatever. And now she's in a skin whitening ad. And I feel like if your ascendant or Venus is in an air sign, you will see something like that. And it's going to happen in a very public manner. I can't guarantee that the person who body shamed you or made you feel less than will be on a national advertisement in your country, but it might happen on social media. People will talk about it. People will talk about what a hypocrite this person was. So for example, if this person shamed you for getting a tattoo, this person will someday try to get a tattoo. If this person shamed you for I don't know, getting a fake tan, this person will someday get a fake tan, and everybody will say, well, I thought you hated tans, and everybody will just basically see what a hypocrite they are. So that is what's going to happen. This is the karma for body shaming you. If your ascendant or Venus is in an air sign, okay? I hope I didn't offend anybody, but you know, no matter what your skin color is, you can't be hating on people, okay? Whatever. I really hope I haven't offended anybody. So there's a karma for body shaming you. If so that was your person's karma for body shaming you if you have your ascendant or Venus in an air sign. So if your ascendant or Venus is in a water sign, the keywords I'm getting are shake-up, creation, change, trigger, and master number 33. And I'm also getting fashion model vibes, LMAO on socials. And the cards you got were Six of Cups, the Moon, the Sun, and the Two of Pentacles. So a lot of people, the previous pile also got the Two of Pentacles. So, wow. This is actually quite similar to ascendants and Venuses in earth signs. So this person could have said something to you a very long time ago, but it stuck with you. And it just, yeah, it stuck with you for a long time. It's haunted you, what this person said about you. I can tell you, I used to get bullied for the shape of my lips since a very young age, since primary school, through secondary school, through high school. People would make fun of my lips. And years later, now I'm just realizing that, wait a minute, Naomi Campbell has my lips. So there's that. And I see this person, okay, so the item that I was called to use for this pile for ascendants and Venuses in water signs is this top coat, and it says Premier Neige, and it's number 33, and I didn't want to show this. Oops. Sorry, that is my alarm for posting for my Indonesian channel. I'm supposed to post for my Indonesian channel. It's 3, which means the call of prayer might come on soon. Okay, so I didn't want to show you this at the beginning because I wanted it to be a surprise. So the Premier Neige top coat looks like this, and what you do is you shake it up, and it's basically a snow globe. You see that? It's basically a snow globe. So what I'm getting is that there will be a shakeup in the beauty standards. There will be a massive shakeup in the beauty standards, and there will be a new trend I'm seeing, or somebody in the public eye will change the way that some body feature or something about your body type, it's going to be more popular. So there's going to be a massive shakeup, and this will happen in a very public way, I'm seeing, because there's the sun here. There is the sun, and so something is going to be illuminated, or there will be a shakeup in, or I'm also seeing you fitting into beauty standards in a foreign country, and that's really going to trigger this person. Yeah, things change. I'm seeing this as being a long-term thing. So this person may have bullied you a very, very long time ago. And also with the Premier Neige, what I'm getting from Premier Neige is coldness. So somebody might say something really cold-hearted to this person that might trigger them in the same way that they triggered you when you were younger. Something in the public eye will really throw them off balance. And I'm seeing this as being either a change of beauty standards or seeing you celebrated in the public eye for the way you look. And this person is just going to be so shook. This person is going to be so shook. You see this? They're going to be so shook. And okay, so shake up in beauty standards. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, and also this person, because this is number 33. This is number 33. Look how beautiful this is. Focus. Oh, this might take a while to manifest, the karma. And honestly, karma doesn't, I don't know, karma is not always instant and it's not always visible. So sometimes it happens in that person's mind. It can haunt them. So for example, in pile 2, in the ascendant and Venus in an earth sign, that is something that happened in private. The people who picked that pile, my viewers who picked that pile, might never realize what's happening in that person's mind, but it's a living hell, obviously, for them. So this person with master number 33 here, what I'm getting is they shamed you for a creation. And with the word premiere here, I'm seeing that you could have stepped out with a new look, and it was it was an act of creation. It was an art form. So this could have been a tattoo. This could have been a hairdo that was very intricate, and you really put your creativity into the look. This could be a makeup look that you really worked hard on. And this person might have shamed you when you stepped out with that look for the first time, and that triggered in you some sort of for example, body dysmorphia or something similar to that, but it really triggered something deep within you, an insecurity, or it might have even changed your I hope this isn't triggering, your eating habits or something similar to that. And I see this person having to watch the standards change, and they're going to get really bitter and angry, I feel like. Look how angry this cat looks. They're angry. They're like, no, I'm not happy with the new. This person will never embrace the new beauty standards. They will always think that the old beauty standards should be the norm, and they're really angry that the new beauty standards are being adopted. They will never accept it. So for example, if the norm was that turquoise hair was pretty and now purple hair is pretty, they will always say that, oh, people are just pushing it, people are just trying too hard, whatever. But you know, people's taste change. And again, I'm seeing this as a really long-term thing. So this could be somebody who bullied you during childhood, and now that you're adults, the beauty standards have changed, and this person will just have to accept it, right? And I'm also getting fashion model vibes. Okay, so fashion model vibes is what I call a phenomena probably, where people post on social media and they make their, I don't know, let's say you're posing on a ship and you're carrying a handbag and it's a designer bag, and you position it in a way where the bag is the center of that photo. It's actually quite pathetic when you see that on, I'm not knocking anybody. If you do that, it's okay. But what I'm saying is, so fashion model vibes is when people, this person will, okay, so fashion model vibes is when somebody posts on social media and makes their designer items or their luxury items or their luxury destination or an exotic locale or a travel the center of their post. So this person is not interesting enough without those things. That is their karma. Their karma is they will never be interesting enough without those things. They have to travel to expensive places to make their posts interesting because they've got nothing interesting to say. They're boring as fuck. They have no novel ideas. They're not very creative. So they have to rely on, I don't know, fancy cars. They have to travel to interesting places to make their post interesting. Whereas, some people all they do is stay at home and they take pictures in their own bedroom, and that's interesting enough. But this person will never be that way because they never have an interesting idea, they never have an interesting thought. And so that is basically their karma, is that they never will be interesting enough to they're just simply not interesting enough, and they will be heavily reliant on these items, because without these items they would never be interesting. They have nothing novel to say, they have no new point of view to offer, they have no original opinions of their own, and they look very cookie cutter. And I'm not shaming anybody who looks very cookie cutter, but this person is basically a slave to beauty standards. This is a person who will modify their entire existence based on a beauty standard instead of standing for themselves. And again, this person is so stuck on the current beauty standards, they will never, ever, ever move on from it. They will never accept that. For example, I have wavy hair. So now that people are being in Asia, the beauty standard in Asia is that we have straight black hair, and my hair is kind of reddish. Not only is it reddish, it's kind of wavy and a bit curly, and people don't find that attractive. And the standards are changing, and people are beginning to accept that it's okay to not have straight black shiny hair. And this person will be stuck in a time capsule where that is the only beauty standard that exists. And I don't know, this person is just going to be a slave of beauty standards, and the old-fashioned beauty standards too, and they will be heavily reliant on these items to make them, these items, these travels, these happenings. So it's never them who's interesting. They're never the centerpiece of their own social media posts. It's always their travels, it's always their car, it's always their location, it's always the restaurant, it's always the food. It's never them, because their essence is not interesting enough to people. So that is their karma. I don't know, should we, what else, because I want to know what else is their karma for body shaming you or making you feel less than, or okay, this and this and this and this, some money. So again, see, journey, this person is going to have to, in order to make them see, oh my god, they are going to probably get into some financial trouble to keep up with their, and they will be so consumed by jealousy of what other people have on social media, and they will basically, oh my god, you see, they're going to get into so much financial trouble trying to basically portray a fake image on social media, and that is their karma. You see, it's kind of similar to the earth sign pile, where people end up using makeup as crutches. They makeup as crutches, and they would never leave the house without them. So I'm getting that vibe too. So that is the karma of the person who body shamed you, if you are an ascendant or Venus sign in a water sign. So yeah, now if you're let me just pause this. Okay, so we're back. I had to turn the I had to pause the video because call of prayer, and you're not supposed to talk over the call of prayer. They built a new mosque. I already mentioned this in my What's a Tea on You video. So at the bottom of the deck, we did get the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be somebody who made you wait. This could be somebody who made you wait or assumed you would wait for them. So this person is yeah, they made you, they basically treated you like your time was less valuable than them, that your time was less valuable than your time, than their time. Yes, this person thought that your time was less valuable than their time. Six of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This person will end up very unhappy. Ooh, I'm getting, they're going to be unhappy in their old age. So if this is okay, so this is the wild card pile, right? This is a wild card pile. Oh my god, I can't talk. So what I'm getting from this is you could have been shamed for going back to school and restarting your career in some field. What else am I getting? So this could be the pile, that the wildcard pile that you chose if you were age shamed. And since you were age shamed, let me just show you this video. 1, 2. I already showed this video in my What's the Tea on You pile. If you chose pile number 3, you're probably here because I told you about that this reading on that pile. But essentially just watch this video. Oh my god, and this video, oh my god, she's dressed just like me in that video. So okay, just watch the video. It's about 1. I think that's enough. So if somebody body shamed you, that is going to imagine what kind of mind fuck that would do to somebody who is ageist. Here's the thing about ageist and lookist people. Ageist and lookist people are subconsciously very obsessed with looks, and while they're critical of other people, they will eventually, all those here's the thing about lookist and ageist people. You know, I find people who are really judgmental about other people's looks are probably some of the most unhappy people you've ever met, because they probably think about their own looks a lot, don't they? And the same with ageist people. Can you imagine an ageist person? As they age, they must, okay, let's say somebody says something really cruel about your age. Imagine what they put themselves through as they age. Does that make sense? It's like if somebody discriminates you based on your age because you hit, let's say, 30 or 40. How do they handle being 30 or 40? Their own thoughts must haunt them. The same thing with people who are super judgmental about people's looks, who put people through a lot of trouble with their standards. When somebody younger than you shames you for your age, just look them in the eye and say, "You better hope you look as good as me when you reach my age." They have unreasonable beauty standards. And you would think that because they think so highly of themselves, that they only apply those standards to others. But the fact is, can you imagine being that ageist? Just think of your person shaming you for your age. Think about how obsessed this person must be to actually go out of their way and shame somebody for how they use their time in this life for starting something over at a mature age. Think about how obsessed this person might have been with youth. So this is the type of person I feel who really, really, really took pride in their youth when they had it. Yes, this is the type of person who talks about, oh, I'm so young and free, and that's what they tweet, or that's what they put in their Instagram captions, that's what they put on their Facebook walls if they were alive 10 years ago, if they were adults 10 years ago. I don't know. That's the type of person who would take a lot of pride in their youth. And so what that does to a person is that they become very hard on themselves when they begin to age. Have you ever thought about it that way? Because people who are that judgmental about looks and age must be really, they must be so obsessed in that it's going to haunt them. So just, I don't know, just think about it. Just think, these people's judgment will eventually turn back and judge themselves. But that being said, the cards say that it's so funny that I'm even bothering to make this video, because if you think about it, every single pile, if they body shamed you, then they must be really, really pressed and obsessed about other people's looks and the way they look themselves and their age and how people age. And can you imagine just being so fixated on looks, and just, they must spend a lot of time just thinking about, oh my God, what's going to happen when I eventually age? Those people will be the most unhappy people when they begin to age. They can call people old. They can make fun of people for being old now. But when it's their turn to finally age, these are the people who will be so obsessed in being youthful to the point of, let's just say these people are just going to be very unhappy in their old age. But also, I feel like, okay, this is so mundane. This is so mundane, and this is so kind of trifling and petty, but this person will, not many people will give this person gifts. So this person will give and give and give and give, and they will never get anything back in return. They will also overwork. And I see a change in their intuition. So if this person used to be very, very intuitive, oh, no, that's not what I'm getting. Actually, you know how people become more intuitive as they grow old? The intuition gets better. This person is, will, the intuition won't get better. And oh my God, you know why I paused there? This is actually reminding me of this tweet. You see that? Oh my God, isn't that crazy? So wheel turn, and it's your turn now. So this person might never get their turn to shine. That's one thing I'm getting. Another thing I'm getting is that, yeah, this person will never get their turn to shine, and they'll have to watch you when it's your turn to, let's say you're a late bloomer and you started at a later age, but then let's say you had acne prone skin when you're 17, so you couldn't model at that age, but you aged like fine wine, and now you're a mature model. They're going to have to watch you get your turn in doing something. So there's that. And somebody's going to make this person wait so long for something. And they're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm getting old in the process. So that's their karma. And what else? What else? Why are they going to be so unhappy in the old age? I want to know. Why are they going to be so unhappy in the old age? I feel like because this person is so vain and so obsessed in youth, and they're probably not the deepest people that they're going to end up being. Oh, see? Yeah. This person, yeah, this person never developed an expertise in anything. So this is the type of person who never developed an expertise in anything, and so you can't really have a conversation with them. You can't really have a conversation with them, and so they're not very good conversationalists. So when their looks start to fade, nobody is interested in them anymore, especially their romantic partner. Yeah, this person never studied anything, and all their bad karma, all their bad karma will come and haunt them in their old age. That's what I'm getting. That's why they won't be happy, because they will, yeah, trickster, teacher, mother. See, there's a lot of lack of learning, and night is definitely confirming that they will be unhappy in their love life. This could be somebody who some shallow men marry as trophy wives, but when they grow older, they can't really enjoy their old age together, because one of them has everybody's looks fades eventually, but when your looks fade but you've got an interesting personality and you've got an interesting sense of humor, then you can make up for that. But this person just has nothing to offer once their looks fade. They're bad conversationalists, they have no intellect to offer, they are not fun to be around, they're probably, see, meeting, they're definitely not fun to be around. They're sourpusses. They rain on people's parades. So people don't like being around them, and they're just going to be really, really lonely. And this is giving me, it's your turn, dear. And their turn is going to turn really, really fast. So they're not even going to be able to enjoy their time. Their time is just going to go really, really fast in their youth. And then once they reach a more mature age, everything is just going to slow. So I don't know, time is an illusion, but I'm getting that for this person. So in their youth, everything is just going to go like really fast, and next thing you know, it's over, and their time to have fun in their mind is over. It's never too late to have fun, and there's no deadline for having fun. But because this person was judgmental about your new beginnings, and they thought you had an age limit to your dreams, then this person thought that they had time limit for their dreams. And once they, in their mind, they reached that age where life was over, then time really began to slow down, and that's when they start living a living hell. Whoops, what is this? This flipped. See, gloomy thoughts. Ooh, they are going to be so unhappy. And journey, gaining a lot of money, unexpected money, pleasant letter, military person, his thoughts, work occupation, success in love. Oh, they're gonna hear about all of this good stuff happening to you. So actually, if they shamed you for going back to school at an old age, for at an older, more advanced age, and you restarted your life and started a new career, they're going to watch you have to become really prominent in that field, and they're going to have to watch you. See, you see, pleasant letter and sad news are two communication cards. So I see this person having to listen to people praise you and hear about you through the grapevine, and your ventures will actually be really successful. So if they shamed you for restarting a new career, that's going to, they're going to have to watch you from afar and listen to people praise you. So that is your person's karma. The person you're inquiring about karma for body shaming you, for making you feel less than, and for age shaming you. So I hope you have a wonderful year, life, and best of luck with everything. And thank you so much for watching. Bisous. Oops.